pledge to you an open door. I welcome anyone and everyone to the table of thought with an open ear. I have learned by listening to the voices of those that long to be heard. And I sadly hear the victims of crime, whose compelling voices have gone unheard for far too long.
The feds weren't helping you out dealing with a surge of migrants. You've had them in your state as well. What kind of action could you entertain? Would you ever use your own law enforcement, for example, to round them up?
Absolutely. Look, in order to keep the peace, in order to stabilize the laws here in this state, we would absolutely do that.
From education to abortion to insurance, the state legislature delivered on many of Governor Jeff Landry's goals.
This was a successful session for Governor Landry.
Hey everyone, I am at the Texas border in Eagle Pass, Texas, with Joe Freeland. We're here standing with Governor Abbott at the Texas National Board, letting American Americans stands with Texas. We're going to be coming back and asking our legislative leadership to find the money necessary to send our National Guard troops here to support Texas.
Governor Landry held a news conference this morning about his plans to send National Guard troops down to Texas to assist at the southern border.
We are going to protect the entire city because there are people who work real hard inside of the business district. And you know what? They deserve safety as well. And so as governor, our commitment is going to be to establish a permanent troop NOLA that is going to work inside this city to help to stem the tragic violence that continues to plague the city and to make this city safe.
The bill would create the LA Gator Scholarship Program to create savings accounts for parental choice in K-12 education. Governor Jeff Landry is a longtime advocate of school choice. The bill passed through the Education Committee last week.
Welcome back. Governor Jeff Landry says he plans to issue a state of emergency for areas impacted by last week's storms. It comes as he toured some of the damage in South Louisiana today.
Representative Stagney tells me he's confident that Governor Jeff Landry will sign the bill, making Louisiana the first state in the country to ban the retail sale of nitrous oxide.
Governor Jeff Landry and State Superintendent Kate Brumley unveiled a set of recommendations they hope will help teachers have more success with children in the classroom.
Now, relief may be on the way for homeowners struggling to pay high insurance premiums in Louisiana. Governor Jeff Landry just signed 4 bills aimed at bringing homeowner insurance costs down.
Today, Governor Jeff Landry and several state lawmakers visited the Texas southern border.
At Armstrong International Airport, travelers can now use the LA Wallet app as their ID at TSA security. Governor Jeff Landry and Mayor LaToya Cantrell were among the first people to demonstrate the process.
The governor's Super Bowl plan is robust. New streets, sidewalks, infrastructure, crime issues, all set to happen over the next 8 months in the city.
We keep saying, well, can you do this? Why? We haven't done it before. I don't buy that. I mean, look, the 2 teams that are going to play in the Super Bowl, okay, are champions. Why? Because they don't believe in Kane.
Well, Governor Jeff Landry joined other Republican governors to discuss American energy. According to Landry's office, the Biden administration has been attacking the sector.
Well, because we don't fix the country in Washington, D.C. We fix the country by fixing our states. I can promise you, like I said last year, that we are going to get a government as good as you. The climatologist will be the governor's resident weather expert, and he will also help LSU teach young folks about meteorology.
The governor also went into detail about his focus on public safety and tackling crime today with his State of the State address. He said when it comes to addressing crime, the focus is on the state as a whole, not just one area.
I asked if there were any successes he could take from that session about safety in Louisiana.
Yeah, look, I think that overall we're seeing crime start to drop. I think some of the cities have seen there's still too much violence in many of our major cities in Louisiana.
Now in phase 2, the scope of Gumbo 2.0 includes internet access to 100,000 homes, 35,000 businesses, and 4,000 institutions like schools, hospitals, and law enforcement agencies.
This is a great shiny spot. This is a time under which Louisiana was ahead of its game.
Back here in Louisiana, Governor Jeff Landry has joined with New Hampshire's Governor Chris Sununu to create a coalition for energy choice. The two Republican governors said yesterday that the coalition aims to minimize energy regulation, limit expensive mandates, focus on affordability of energy infrastructure, and ensure customers' choice.
We have had some citizens whose property have been affected. We have been working extremely diligently to make sure that we get the resources necessary so that we can bring those citizens that relief.
Governor Jeff Landry is calling back legislators to the Capitol to pass tax reform measures. He says it's needed now to prevent a big gap in the budget next year.
Shreveport Mayor Tom Arsenault, Governor Jeff Landry, and music mogul Curtis 50 Cent Jackson met up on Wednesday to talk about how tax reform could impact 50 Cent's interest in the region.
Here's what I'll tell you. I am extremely concerned, and we are extremely committed to fixing the juvenile crime problem, not only in the city of New Orleans, but in the state as a whole. We try to get back home to Acadiana as often as we can, and this weekend we were able to get back and enjoy the great weather, and today is just a wonderful day, so we want to remind everyone to go out there and early vote. For every hard-working Louisianian, this tax package means one thing. More of your hard-earned money will stay in your pocket.
Governor Jeff Landry has announced that Louisiana will receive $1.355 billion in federal funding to expand broadband access across the state.
Landry says he promised to focus on the businesses that help build our state, and South Korea has a long history of business here.
Facebook's parent company Meta will build the largest data center for artificial intelligence in the world in North Louisiana. Now, today, Governor Jeff Landry confirmed the 4 million square foot facility is coming to Richland Parish near Holly Ridge.
We now have so many that they're getting in the way of deer hunting.
For the first time since the 1980s, a small group of people will be allowed to hunt the bears. Only 10 tags were released.
Today, Governor Jeff Landry announced Christmas is early for Louisiana as he signed the bills passed in the special session on taxes. The package reduces corporate tax rates, eliminates the corporate franchise tax, and sets a flat income tax for residents at 3%.